Are hydrogen-powered cars the sleek, sustainable rides of tomorrow, or just a fleeting trend? BMW and Toyota, two automotive powerhouses, are teaming up to develop a hydrogen-powered passenger vehicle set to hit the market in 2028. Why are they doing this? Because they see potential where others see problems. But first, let's take a quick look at the first hydrogen warriors to hit the streets. Here's how their specs stack up side by side. Now, here's where fuel cell electric vehicles really shine. Unlike battery electric vehicles that take anywhere from 30 minutes to several hours to charge, you can refuel a hydrogen car in just 3 to 5 minutes. That's about the time it takes to grab your morning coffee. And the range, models like the Toyota Mirai and Hyundai Nexo can go 300 to 400 plus miles on a single tank, putting them on par with gas-powered cars, and even beating some battery electric vehicles. Toyota's Mirai was the bold first step, setting the tone for hydrogen's future. Honda's Clarity proved family-sized hydrogen cars could work, until it quietly bowed out. And Hyundai's Nexo proved hydrogen could be luxurious, even if it comes with a premium price tag. But, and here's the catch, good luck finding a hydrogen station. It's like hunting for a needle in a haystack. Right now, hydrogen fueling stations are mostly concentrated in places like California, Japan, and South Korea. So unless you're living in one of those hotspots, owning a fuel cell electric vehicles might feel like owning a spaceship with no launch pad. Did you know there are fewer than 60 hydrogen stations in the entire US? That's fewer stations than Starbucks in a small city. Last year, there were just 1,068 hydrogen refueling stations worldwide. Sounds sparse, right? But buckle up, because by 2030, that number is expected to skyrocket to a whopping 6,080. And guess who's leading the charge? China, of course. With 359 stations already up and running, they're set to dominate the hydrogen game with nearly half of the global stations. About 2,879 projected to be in operation by then. It's like China saying, move over, gasoline. Hydrogen is the new MVP in the Clean Energy League. This rapid growth is more than just numbers. It's a glimpse into the accelerating shift towards a greener, cleaner future. Exciting, isn't it? So, what's the common thread? Hydrogen cars excel in range and refueling speed, but stumble on infrastructure and affordability. Don't know how a hydrogen car works? Let me break it down for you in the simplest way possible. Imagine a hydrogen-powered car as a clever little machine. It starts with a special tank filled with hydrogen gas, almost like a balloon that holds invisible air. When the car is ready to go, the hydrogen moves into a magical device called a fuel cell. Inside this box, the hydrogen meets oxygen from the air, and they team up to create electricity. This electricity acts like a power-up, making the car's wheels go. But here's the twist. Instead of puffing out smoke like regular cars, the only thing this car releases is a tiny puff of water, like a little sigh of relief after a job well done. Now, if all this talk about hydrogen-powered cars has you thinking about the future of driving, imagine this. What if I told you there's an even more fascinating comparison between hydrogen, EVs, and traditional engines coming up? Stick around, because the next part might just change the way you think about your next car purchase. And hey, while you're here, tap that subscribe button. After all, the future's always more exciting when we explore it together. So, while these cars prove that hydrogen technology works, they also showed us why it's a tough sell. Lack of infrastructure, high costs, and that weird fear of driving around with what feels like a science experiment under your hood. Coming back to BMW and Toyota's big hydrogen bet, these two giants announced an expansion of their collaboration to develop a new generation of fuel cell electric vehicle technology aiming for market introduction in 2028. This partnership seeks to advance hydrogen mobility by combining BMW's expertise in electric drive technologies with Toyota's experience in fuel cell systems. The joint effort will result in individual models from both manufacturers, offering customers additional zero-emission powertrain options. BMW Chairman Oliver Zipse highlighted this initiative as a milestone in automotive history, marking the first series production fuel cell vehicle from a global premium manufacturer. Toyota President Koji Sato emphasized the shared commitment to technological openness and a multi-pathway approach to carbon neutrality, aiming to realize a hydrogen society through expanded infrastructure and collaboration across industries. They also have a history of successful collaborations, notably in the development of the Toyota Supra and BMW Z4 sports cars. Hyundai, they're working on the Initium, a hydrogen SUV set to launch in 2025 with a range of over 400 miles. Hyundai seems determined to make hydrogen work, even if it's an uphill climb. Honda and Isuzu, these two are developing hydrogen-powered heavy-duty trucks. Because why not go big if you're going to go hydrogen? But the big question, will these future models overcome the challenges of high costs and infrastructure? Automakers are optimistic, but time will tell. On the bright side, fuel cell electric vehicles are a win for the environment, at least on paper. Zero tailpipe emissions mean cleaner air and less smog, especially in congested cities. And if we can ramp up green hydrogen production, where hydrogen is made using renewable energy like solar or wind, these vehicles could have an even smaller carbon footprint than battery electric vehicles. But here's the thing. Right now, most hydrogen is produced from natural gas, a process that emits a lot of carbon dioxide. So while the car itself might be clean, the journey of hydrogen to your fuel tank isn't exactly eco-friendly. Plus, producing, storing, and transporting hydrogen uses up a ton of energy, making it less efficient than charging a battery. So why not just go with a battery electric vehicle? Well, fuel cell electric vehicles do have an edge in convenience. They refuel faster and can handle longer ranges without needing a massive battery. But with limited fueling stations, owning one is like dating someone who lives 500 miles away. It's complicated. The future of fuel cell electric vehicles depends on innovation. Toyota and BMW are already working on a new hydrogen-powered passenger car set to debut in 2028. Other automakers like Hyundai and even startups are jumping into the hydrogen game. If governments and industries invest in better hydrogen infrastructure, these cars could be game changers, especially for long-haul trucking and public transport. So, are fuel cell electric vehicles the next big thing, or just a stepping stone? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you're excited to discover more cutting-edge car tech, hit that subscribe button and stick around for our next video. Trust me, there's plenty more to explore. You won't want to miss it. See you there!